And welcome back to Hopeless Fan Podcast. Thanks for joining us. We are now a horror podcast because it's October. Shelby and Zach, did you guys hear about my new book coming out?
Your new book?
It's a coffee table book about coffee tables.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like every horror podcast has a fucking book that's coming out that no one's gonna read.
No, next we're going to dive into the murder case of David Lee in 1974. Was he innocent? It's no, he got the fucking chair, ho.
was he fucking? Yeah, he was a murderer, but was he kind of hot too?
Yeah, I just feel like mental health wasn't taken that seriously in the 70s, and we could have really asked him some stuff. Because what was his sign again? He was a Pisces, right? Yeah, they hide their emotion. Yeah, total Pisces. It's giving Pisces. Is he Pisces?
It's giving Pisces.
Well, the moon was Sagittarius rising, so.
And don't even get me started on Mercury in retrograde.
Oh, slay, bitch. My flow is heavier when the moon does that. All right. We got the sexism out of the way.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be more.
It smells
now listen to our degeneracy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with Stardom Situm instead of standing bunk.
Okay.
Scotty, since you opened the show, you can start with your stardom.
Yeah, divorce lawyers.
Okay.
I'm getting married, so I have them on speed dial.
Oh, this means Jessam's in the room.
She is in the room, yeah, or else
okay. So she heard all of that.
I would feel uncomfortable if she heard it after the fact. Be like, "Were you kidding?" And I'm like, "Oh." But the Giselle and Tom Brady hired divorce lawyers.
This is my stardom last week.
Well, you know what?
There's developments.
It's
are there?
I don't know.
You just.
For his sake, I hope.
You know what? It is what it is.
Well,
that's all. That's my stardom. Divorce lawyers. You know why? Because Tom Brady makes considerably less than Giselle. Is Giselle kind of low-key taller than him?
Yeah, she might be. I've always found her to be ugly.
Isn't he 6'4"?
Yeah.
A woman that's 6'4" is like a dude that's 7'3".
She's not that attracted to it. But yeah, he makes less than her. So get that bag, King.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's gonna get that bag.
I think it should be a law that women should legally not be able to be taller than 6 feet. What are they
gonna do?
Clip that.
Well, they'll figure it out. I'm sure. They took abortion rights from them. We can take height rights from them.
Clip that.
That's too far.
Okay, divorce lawyers. That's a good one. My stardom is blackmail.
I heard black and I was like, careful.
Blackmail. Mm-hmm. Commanders owner Dan Snyder has told people he has gathered enough dirt to blow up, quotes, other owners, the league office, and even Roger Goodell. And quote from Snyder, "They can't fuck with me." So I wonder.
I like how Roger Goodell's response to that was just or not response, but the rumor that is and Goodell wants him gone. It's oh shit. Snyder might have something.
Yeah. Snyder has told people he will not lose his franchise without a fight. Roger Goodell's looking at this dude, I'm most powerful person on earth in the fall. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Also, Snyder would be I wonder other owners, Mike Brown likes pineapple on his pizza. Or what possible dirt
no.
What possible dirt do they have?
Yeah.
Great value is not actually great value. It's medium value.
Medium value. A little jab at his own ownership there.
Yeah.
Retro jam. All right. So my stardom was actually going to be ring around the Me Too for this one because it's going to be whack-a-mole or not a whack-a-mole but random. Who's it going to be? Whose team is it going to be? Is it going to be your team? Is it going to be my team? Steve Bisciotti? Is he in big trouble?
I don't think he has anything on Mike Brown. I mean, he's so boring.
Probably. But those are the ones you got to look out for.
Yeah.
The quiet ones are the ones you got to look out for.
Who's the Greg Cook's apartment?
Yeah, your dad came up with that one.
What?
Yeah, my dad knows.
Yeah.
He's been alive, longer than... He's known this information for over 30 years.
And he's still alive?
Nope.
I have to trust it.
Yeah.
Is Greg Cook still alive?
No,
I
he's
think
not.
he died.
He's
I was saying, like, your dad's still alive
recently.
and he's out there with this information. They haven't killed him yet.
Basically,
is your dad still alive?
The Bengals had the Rookie of the Year quarterback in '69, and then he got a shoulder surgery that he'd be fine with today, but back then it was like, you got to retire. And Mike Brown basically paid for his living expenses throughout the rest of his life until he died, like
Prostitute.
early 2000s or something. I just couldn't find anything on it when I tried to look it up one time, but I like to believe it. All right, my situm is, you ready? Dr. Scotty Moore.
Okay.
Chill the fuck out.
Mostly because he tweeted yesterday or 2 days ago, I'd like to advise everyone to get their second booster shot if you haven't already.
God damn it,
but
dude. How did I know that somehow
Just
this would circle
chill.
back here?
Good lord. I'd like to advise everyone to get their second booster shot if you haven't already, but his is keep it sick. So a little mixed signals there from my guy. All right, you're situm.
Wouldn't that be a bunk though?
No, it's not about me. It's about you.
Fair.
All right, you're situm.
You talking me or him?
You.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
sure. I'll go next. It's my situm is like late October, early November, and the reason for that is because if you're watching anything that plays ads, all you're getting is this fucking bullshit. My latest one is actually kind of favorite. Local Ohio Congressman Steve Shabbat.
Oh, okay, political shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I was wondering where the hell you were going.
Oh,
with that.
sorry. Yeah, so you're getting all these ads, and the worst one lately is some Congressman Steve Shabbat. They're like, obsession can be a dangerous thing. Steve Shabbat is obsessed with making anti-abortion
Taxing
laws.
Tim Ryan.
What the fuck? Yeah. Or like this.
You guys don't know about taxing Tim Ryan?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
That's a big
Tim
fucking.
Ryan. Yeah, Tim Ryan.
It's
and
a
then
big
the-
fucking factor in our house. Oh,
the guy
so
from,
taxing Tim Ryan? Oh my god.
Yeah, him and the guy from Hillbilly LG, their ads going after each other. I'm fucking.
Oh
sick
my
of
god,
it.
is Tim Ryan's one where he's throwing footballs at
JD
TVs?
Vance. Yeah.
Of JD Vance.
JD Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one that I know of Tim Ryan, and he
he's-
kind of, and then in the debate he like schooled JD Vance, but JD Vance has definitely the quantity of commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tim Ryan commercial, I was like, I don't think he knows how to throw a football very well. But he's like, Ohio football, Ohio State. Did we lose Scotty?
No, he's
Oh.
muting. I think he's eating.
The funny thing is that this is probably
I'm not eating.
this election. We have known nothing about either candidate, and it's probably more important to us than the presidential one. I mean, local stuff. You know,
And the thing is that they're not. They're just like, I don't even think they're running. They're running for the same seat, right? They're both Republicans, so they're both running for
good old fashioned
right.
pub off.
right. So it's like
Ooh.
the Democrats probably going to win if the Republican vote gets
Is
split
split.
between two of them.
Whole Ross Perot situation.
Really, or
Yeah.
an old Abe Lincoln situation, but
Right.
in the reverse, right? Two Dixiecrats and Democrats, right? We're not a political podcast, but yeah. So that's my situm. Scotty, what's your situm?
I have a lot. One is the 1960s. Remember how like
No, it wasn't there.
you could buy a house for like a dime back in the 1960s?
Yeah.
Told.
Yeah, Zach sent a meme actually, so thank you, Zach, for my I retweeted it out of the DMs. That's how much I thought it was funny. From BR betting, back in my parents in their 20s are like a picture of them like buying a house, and then me in my 20s is just like a disheveled photo like of a
love
stick
that
figure looking at the board for
His
tonight.
hair, and his beard, and his eyes as dark and soulless as mine.
It looks like he's like the Exorcist,
Yeah.
looking at the board for Commanders versus Bears.
And you know, it's like me in their 20s. The parents in their 20s are like buying at like a very nice looking house.
Yes.
Not like a shack.
Right.
Yeah, like almost like Gilead times back in the fucking in their 20s. It's just like, oh, everything's just like basically free, and you know, women have less meaning apparently. And then me in my 20s, I'm just looking at the board for like, but the Bears are even money at home. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that's value. Like put like $20
I'm
on
starting
it.
to like the Commanders.
Please. Fuck. Yeah, I know.
We could get into if we have any bets for tonight in a second. But all right, I like that. That's a good one. You have another one? You said you have a lot of sit-ems?
Yeah. Now that we're in Halloween, the Halloween fuck. Cut that out, Zach, right now. No, but the Halloween franchise movies. Have you guys ever like dive deep into the Halloween movies beyond like the original Halloween with Michael Myers?
You're talking
and the
about
new
like
ones?
Halloween H2O and like the one with
Yeah, girl. I'm talking about Halloween H2O, Resurrection, The Curse of Michael Myers with Paul Rudd.
Busta Rhymes who does the roundhouse kick on Michael Myers into the burning building. It was like, why is Busta Rhymes beating the shit out of Michael Myers?
I actually don't know. I watched the one last night with Paul Rudd.
That was terrible.
It's The Curse of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
It was bad. But I was like, oh, they're making some like, I thought because it was like old school cult classic, I was like, you know what? I kind of like the direction. It's just like they're trying to risk whatever, and then by the end of the movie, I'm like, okay, what the
drafts?
Like, this is so dumb. Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right, let's see. Halloween H2O.
And then the last cinema I have is not as exciting. The Pixel 7 looks exactly like the Pixel 6, and it makes me happy that I have the Pixel 6.
Validate my opinion, please.
It's LL Cool J.
Oh my god, why is LL Cool J beating the absolute fuck out of Michael Myers? All right, that's a good one. All right, we'll move into Stan and Bunk. Start with Stan, and I'll go. It's just kind of the October spirit where, you know, last night I was thinking that, you know, I could watch Sleepy Hollow tonight. I could, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But there's an option. It's brisk out. But also, Halloween party Zach's having is part of my stand. I'm excited for that. Get a costume going. I'm trying to decide between a few.
Low-hanging fruit for Stan. I like it.
Rude.
But, yeah, I'm excited.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's
How is
like
it
L
rude?
Stan, Shelby.
Okay. All right.
No,
Scotty,
I
your
mean,
stand?
how is it? No, I was saying it was good.
You said low-hanging fruit. That usually
Yeah,
has
like,
a
it's like-
connotation.
No, that
You know what
implies,
low-hanging
like,
fruit means?
I don't think you do.
I'm mansplaining low-hanging fruit to him.
No, so in NFL betting terms, it'd be like, Shelby, who's your lock? And I'd be like, last week, I'd be like, Bills money line against the Steelers. And you'd say,
Right,
like,
it's
oh,
obvious that it's so good. So, like,
Okay.
I don't blame him for picking it.
Okay. I'm on...
Usually when I hear low-hanging fruit, I mean, like, it's almost like punching down in comedy where you're
It's like, I don't want to say this, Zach, but if I were to attack you, I'd probably go wait.
Right.
And you'd be
Got
like,
it.
that's low-hanging fruit,
Right,
dude. You
it's-
can't come up with anything
Well,
better than that.
Right, exactly.
Surprise, Zach, I was fucking demeaning you.
Me, it was more
Or
than mine.
Shelby, I was
There you go.
demeaning you for celebrating Zach's party.
I
So,
just don't think you know
low-hanging
low-hanging
fruit.
fruit. All right.
God
Well-
damn it. Yes, I do.
From one fruit to another, what's your stand?
Gaslighting him on these words
Yeah,
here.
seriously, you're gaslighting my stand, dude. All right, what's your stand, Scotty?
Marshawn Lynch for protecting my boy. In a recent podcast with
Wouldn't drink the tea.
the one person on earth more corny than Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman, wanting
There
to...
isn't someone more corny than Russell Wilson.
There is. It's Richard Sherman in a different way. Okay, thank you.
Careful.
Richard Sherman brought on Marshawn Lynch to his own personal podcast to kind of talk shit. I think is what he was trying to get Marshawn Lynch to do. Like, oh yeah, how did the Broncos not run it there? Like, basically, I think that he wanted to affirm his own thinking. Like, we always knew Russell Wilson was bad, and Denver paid all this money for him, and like, now he's showing his true colors. But Marshawn Lynch basically took the complete 180 route and defended Russell Wilson because and like discredited a lot of people who were talking shit about him online, which was nice because of the fact that Richard Sherman didn't know how to respond to that. So I liked seeing that because Richard Sherman is I think is a shitty commentator.
It is kind of like, okay, Thursday night, Richard Sherman, like, have your moment. Like, yell to run the ball, blah, blah, blah. But, like, then all this time later, almost a week later, it's like, dude, just let it go. Like, we get it. You and Russ, something, you know.
It's something with, like, he, like, feels like he was not favored as much as Russ in Seattle. It's
Well, they've already
dude,
said that.
obviously.
Him and Bobby Wagner have already said that, right? That like Pete Carroll favored Russ over everyone else.
No, I don't even
the
think
guy
it was
who
Bobby
makes-
Wagner. No, him and Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson are actually great. It wasn't Bobby Wagner. It was someone else on the defense though.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe like Browner or Chancellor. or
KJ
something.
Wright.
Yeah, KJ Wright. That's exactly. It was KJ
Yeah.
Wright. KJ Wright and Richard Sherman. But it's like, dude, you're talking about like the franchise quarterback or like a piece of a fucking defense. Like,
Right.
obviously they're going to favor Russell Wilson. He gets paid a shit ton more than you, and he's still in the league. So
Yeah.
yeah, obviously they're gonna fucking favor that. I mean, the Broncos tried to favor the defense over everything else, and they never made the playoffs since their Super Bowl. So, just goes to show what that fucking means.
No, that's a good.
Anyway.
One. I think Russell Wilson's the corniest person on earth, but I get it. Like Richard Sherman's like,
No, he
okay,
is,
you
for
had
sure.
your moment. We get it. You're not a Russ fan. Like, now I want like Sherman to broadcast a game where Russ just goes the fuck off. Honestly.
Well, you saw them talking before that game, didn't you? With the
Yeah, I saw it on the
against Colts?
field. Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes him even more like fake corn. Like he's like, to me, that's corny. That Richard Sherman would like try to talk shit, but then like not say some shit like
Yeah,
to his
clout
face. I know
chasing
that,
with
like
the shit talk, but when it comes
exactly.
to
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm Mr. Unlimited. Zach, you're up.
so my stand is 2 hour early releases still being relevant in my life, because you guys haven't enjoyed a 2 hour early release since you were in high school. Probably.
Yeah, dude.
We got a 2 hour early release tomorrow. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna argue.
Remember when every like class was like 27 minutes long?
I know.
It fucked
You walk
so
in
well.
and the teacher's like, "Here, we're gonna work on this stuff." Like, you're handing me work, bitch.
Yeah, like,
I ain't doing this shit.
honey.
We ain't come here to play school.
Yeah, dude, or like when you had snow days in school, like, of course, obviously it's the GOAT, like, in our day of like watching the TV hoping
Yeah.
it pops up. Now kids find out, over Twitter or email, but we had that. But it was like almost, you'd get a 2 hour delay. I'm like, that's almost a little bit better than a snow day where like every class is like 20 minutes long. It's fine. Yeah, so I get it.
You're not getting a day added at the end of the year. If
Exactly.
you take too many, it's just a 2 hour delay, and you got a nice short day.
Yeah. All right.
Lunch is still 30 minutes.
I got a bunk, and it's the worst part about your team losing is like, I just hate. Zach, we talked about it after the Bengals Ravens game. It was a good game. Came out of the wire, like thought it was. But just like now, it's like all these Twitter coaches are like, they're offensive coordinators.
I'm annoyed. I don't even like the team.
Yeah, like, I can't stand it. Or it's just like and every like 50-year-old man on Facebook is like, I could be the next play caller for the Bengals. Blah 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 blah. Like, it's just, and it's, you get it on Sunday, you lose, and it's like 2.5 days of it, and then like Wednesday, like right around Wednesday evening, you finally transition into the next week where it's like. But for those 2 days, I'm just like mentally drained every time I get on social media and see fucking Bengals shit, because it's like.
So one nice thing is if your team loses on Monday night, you have one less day of that shit.
Well, that's what I was thinking of Scotty. Is like Friday was hell for him, but by Saturday everyone's
Right.
off.
Right.
Everyone's talking about college
Friday
football.
was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday had to be terrible. But then like,
dude, it was not good.
but then like Saturday everyone's on college football, and then Sunday everyone's on other games, so they kind of forget about the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
The other thing that's I think if I was a Bengals fan would really be bothering me, but I still thought was stupid, was that like route breakdown where they compared the routes that. Did you see that? That
Jamar
graphic?
Chase versus Justin
Jamar Chase
Jefferson?
versus like Justin Jefferson and Cooper Kupp. Like, shut the fuck up.
I
What do you work for? Fucking Amazon, the AWS. Like, you fucking work at a Wendy's. Why don't you shut your fucking ass?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it used to be like Andy Dalton would get the shit. Like, no one blamed the OC when Andy Dalton shit the bed. But like now it's like everyone wants to be an offensive coordinator, and I'm just like, do you think you know more football than Zach Taylor? I mean, even people who shit on the Broncos, like, you think you know more football than Nathaniel Hackett or Russell Wilson?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like situation.
Bad example.
Maybe like game, like
Get time
not
to
to
clock
just
management.
not to just let the clock run down and settle for a 56-yard field goal.
But why don't you have like
right.
your dream? You have
66.
imagine you having like your ultimate dream job, and then now you got to go do it, and it's it's actually real. Like, you're on
Yeah.
an NFL field. Millions of people are watching on TV.
Yeah.
And there's tens of thousands of people in the stadium watching. And then you try to call the timeout in the right moment.
Or like 4th and goal, they do that stupid shovel pass that got blown up. And it's like, if it works, everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that's literally all it comes down to. Don't bitch about Zach Taylor. It's just, if it works, it's great. If it doesn't...
Yeah. It's not the coordinator's fault that one guy missed a block.
Shelby, I totally get what like they like fucking hate Zach Taylor's play calling right now. But at the same time, it's like it's the same thing I'm dealing with, and like I am so quick to be off Nathaniel Hackett for this reason. And I'm not an offensive coordinator, but I know enough to be like, okay, can we just try maybe just like once, like just QB sneak it. You know, like fucking just QB. Like this is not like rocket science, dog. Just put the fucking ball in the end zone from an inch out. Like, we don't need to be fucking Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
That's like there are some things where it's like that's a great example. Is like the Broncos got scolded for going shotgun at the goal line so many times.
4 times in a row.
And with the Bengals, if you want to say like don't like their like outside pitches they try to run with Joe Mixon like always get blown the fuck up. I'm like, if you want to bitch about that, that's fine because I literally have never seen that play work. But like I've seen literally every NFL team copy the Chiefs with that shovel pass or copy the Chiefs with putting a tight end under center to quarterback sneak. You know, like shit like that. But like, and like at least Burrow came out and was like, you know, the players have to execute the plays. It's like, I don't know. And I also just kind of think there might be people who like are afraid.
They got beat.
Yeah, I know. I also think there's just kind of people who are afraid to say like Burrow's a little off, but like if you say that in Cincinnati, you're just like, it's like questioning.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you look at the shovel pass play before he like Burrow ever released it. I mean, at least four Bengals players got beat off their blocks. I mean, it was already blown up. Like. It was like, what can Burrow do? There's no one to do. It's already a scheduled fucking shovel pass, and everyone's beat, and it's already crowded.
That's what I joked.
Nothing else he could have done.
That's what I joked with Kenny about, because like if you're Burrow, like you have one option on that play, and that's the tight end to pitch it to.
Yep.
And if that's not there, like what goes through your head? Like, oh my god, I'm fucked. Like, oh my god, I'm
throw it in the
fucked.
back of the end zone, like roll out, throw it
on 4th and goal.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. All right.
Was that on 4th and goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do my bunk?
Oh fuck, dude. Okay. Maybe not try to be cute on 4th and goal. How about a QB sneak that literally I haven't seen not work once?
But they were. Like
I swear to God.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
They were at like the 2.
Yeah.
Like the 2.5.
There hasn't been a scenario, and I beg someone to find me this year. Show me a fucking scenario where a QB sneak doesn't get 1 yard.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Twitter account called Quarterback Sneaks Are Free, and I love it.
Dude, literally, how am I sitting at home in fucking Columbus, Ohio, talking about Nathaniel Hackett, yo? Like, maybe, like, looking to doing a fucking QB sneak once. You know, like, maybe just, like, give it a go before you, like, go 4 plays from the shotgun.
All right, Zach, your bunk.
Fuck, I fucking hate that motherfucker, dude. He's so shitty.
What the fuck was? Oh,
I'm changing my bunk. That's my bunk.
My dishwasher just went nuts. Sounded like somebody was throwing up. Thought Alice was about to puke. All right, my bunk. I actually kind of have 2. I'll get through it quickly though. So my first bunk is like when you see Atlas, he started limping, and it's like when you see your dog start to limp, and you start to calculate in your head if you can afford your dog to be limping. It's like, can we afford this right now? You may have to just rub some dirt on it. And then the other one is a future bunk, and it's gonna be MetLife Stadium turf. It's gonna take one of us. I just hope it's not Lamar.
Hasn't it already against the Jets? Kyle Fuller?
No, I mean, yeah. Well, that was more.
It's your second time playing.
What's his name? Shoved him.
The receiver, Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I think that's more his fault.
There also you have like the Sterling Shepard injury where he was just running down the sideline.
I don't care about them. I care about my players.
No, I'm just saying MetLife Stadium.
Right, it just scares me every time we have to go play there, and to have to go play there twice.
Yeah,
is like, oh Jesus Christ.
More on that game later.
Yeah.
Your other bunk?
I did them both.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right.
My bunk is going to be steak fries. You guys ever like
hate
order
steak
something
fries.
at food, like at a restaurant and ever think you're gonna get shoestring fries? Well, usually at this restaurant we get shoestring fries, and we took food to go. We open the fucking box, and guess what the fuck we see is fucking steak fries. Steak fries are the worst.
We disagree on this. I'd rather have steak fries than shoestring fries.
You're fucking high, dude. They are not good.
If I want potato skins, I'll order fucking potato skins or potato wedges. It's the same fucking thing. It's too much potato, not enough crispy skin.
Thank you.
I like crispy potato fries from Texas Road. I think they're so good.
God, no, you're weird. You fucking loser.
That's rude. Different
That's a
strokes
loser
for
bet.
different folks, but at the same, but the fact that you say that they're better.
They
than
are like
shoestring
potato
fries.
wedges, though. Exactly like potato wedges.
I don't know. Like I said, like I'll eat shoestring fries.
I would rather dip. If I get
I bet you will.
steak fries.
Okay,
wow.
chill.
Wow. If I get steak fries,
this
I'd
is
rather
fucking
dip
big
them
for me.
in sour cream than like ketchup, because that's almost like I'm eating a baked potato.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know. Shoestring fries are just like they're so fucking small. You're just eating like handfuls of them at a time. I don't know.
I know it's the best.
Okay. Whatever.
Portion
All right.
control.
Best and worst bets of week 5. Zach, your best.
Fucking none of them. No. I would say it's becoming pretty reliable. Is Cowboys team total over? I think there was 17.5. I just needed them to score.
It kind
18.
of barely got
because
there. I know it hit
Looked good
early.
in the first half.
Yeah, they got a fumble return touchdown,
Right.
which helped. But
You kind of called. You said pick 6.
Stafford might give you one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because it's like, like it's hitting, but the overs. I mean, Cowboys unders are like a lock, except for that Giants game.
Bengals unders are
Cowboys
5-0.
game unders.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. That good bet. It hit in like the first half or second,
Very
early in the third
Yeah,
quarter. They
very
got a field
close.
goal.
Yep.
That was good. My best was Atlanta team total under 18.5. I actually got a little bailed out. I wasn't like I know it was an awful call, that roughing the passer on Tom Brady, but I'll take it because the Falcons are going to get the ball back. But that was easily my best one on a bad week.
It would be hilarious if the Falcons would have won that 22-21. My best bet is was my bonus last week. I felt really good about it. I probably should have made it my lock in Boardwalk, but it was that Cardinals team total under 22.5. I believed in the Eagles defense. It was a close game like I predicted, and the Cardinals didn't even score a touchdown until like late in the second quarter to get their first points on the board.
Yeah.
And they took a 14-0 like early deficit. So that was a good bet.
It was
for me. So
it was hilarious because the only time we watched that game, Zach came over and we were about to smoke cigars, and we were like, "You want to see how this Eagles game ends? The Cardinals are about to tie the game with a field goal." They lined up for the field goal. We looked at it. And we're like, "There's just no way he's making this."
The angle was death.
The angle was death, and it was only like a 43-yarder.
He was like a backup fucking practice squad kicker.
Right.
Who was
We were
signed,
both like, "There's
48
just no
hours
way."
before.
Yeah, we were both like, "There's just no way."
The other best bet I have is that is Dallas under. Dallas game unders.
Yeah.
Their defense is like one of the best in the league right now. Making
good. And their offense does
Cooper
not
Rush
pass.
look way better than he is. Imagine the conversation if Cooper Rush had to consistently drive his team down the field.
Yeah, if
It'd
Cooper
be so
Rush
different.
was
He doesn't have to.
If the Cowboys' offense was averaging like 24 points a game, it'd be a whole different
like Cooper Rush is good for like 2 to 3 drives a game.
Yeah.
And that's all they need him to do, right?
That's what it was in the Bengals game. It was back-to-back touchdowns and then hold on for dear life while Micah Parsons wrecked shit.
Yeah.
All right, my worst was Green Bay teasers. Just a brutal.
Oh, dude, I woke up and I was like, my 2 teasers that I had are already dead.
Yeah, it was like, and it was 17-3.
Well, I woke up and it was 17-3, and I was like, let's go.
It was like 20-10 at halftime. I was like, oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit's like done. I was like, the only thing I was worried about was Boardwalk, where I took Green Bay, and then
literally the lumber.
Yeah, and I literally said, I was like, Green Bay doesn't blow teams out. What do I do? Green Bay minus 3? Fucking idiot.
Hey, and Shelby, you said you almost took what we had. That hit was the first half.
Yeah, I know.
Spread for Green Bay.
I know. I literally, you guys said that. I was like, Green Bay doesn't blow teams out. I was like, I like this first half, but I didn't want to switch.
Well, that was the other one that I liked from Boardwalk that I also bet. It's not my best. Not. Well, I don't have to say it was my best bet, but that Vikings first half.
Damn! Wait a minute. So they took Russell Wilson from 85 to 80 in Madden. That's a little fucking drastic, eh?
What's Geno
85
Smith?
to 80? They increased him by 5 from 70 to 75.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was like, well,
Might be closer than we think.
Shut the fuck out.
All right, let's go to Boardwalk.
You're right.
I didn't get to do my worst bet.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have a bad beat.
Bills team total under 30.5.
Yay!
I thought Steelers defense would get up for this game. But
I
didn't
I
wanna
will say a
risk,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad beat. I would say another bad beat that was never close was Pittsburgh plus 14. It was close until literally the Bills put up 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then the one that should have hit that was my lock, and that was Seattle plus 5.
Yeah.
Literally
Came down to a 2-point conversion.
Late. Yeah, we're leading late by 1, and then couldn't. Stop
Chargers
the
minus
2-point
2.5 was tough.
by 7.
Yeah, that Seattle game was wild because it was like it was in the 30s. It was in the 30s, and it was like there's still 13 minutes left. I'm like, Jesus.
I'm glad I didn't put a lot of money in that. That would have been the fucking most stressful thing to watch.
Okay. Also, I saw a guy in Vegas. He had I forget which team. He had a teaser that lost the first leg, but the second leg was Kansas City minus 1, which pushed. And I guess those Vegas sports books on those teasers, if you have one leg that pushes, the entire thing's a push. Doesn't even matter if the first leg lost.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it goes the same way if your first leg wins and your second leg pushes.
Right,
it's a push in general.
get-
But that's pretty cool.
Lawrenceburg doesn't do that.
No. Nor does our online book.
Right.
But yeah, because they said they used to have open teasers where you could put say Chicago in tonight, get them to plus 7,
Sure.
and then leave it open. And
You can add in something later?
yes,
Oh.
you could wait until Sunday morning to put in your second one. So what
that's nice because the lines might change.
So what they say they used to do is because of that push rule is that say it's Bears plus 7 is your first leg. Is that so the Bears are down 10, they're going to lose. Washington's taking knees. They put in their second bet. They put in a teaser that they think could push. So they turn a minus 3 into plus 3.
Yeah.
Something where it could, that has a chance to push. Otherwise, if your second leg you haven't put in yet, Bears lose, your teaser loses.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. Because usually you don't hear of sports books having a rule that helps the customer. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's get into Boardwalk. Everyone was 4-3 last week. So the records: I'm 18-10, Scotty's 17-11, Nathan is 14-14, and Zach is 13-15. Also, poor Nathan, he was 4-3. His 3 losses were all crossfires.
Jesus.
I know. All right, first game. The Ravens laying 5.5 at MetLife Stadium in the turf against the Giants. Totals 45. Zach, we'll start with you.
I will start with a shout out to Scotty for saying take the over in this game. It was early. What was it? 44, right? When we took it. It was 44. So that's another one that I have in there. By the way.
Okay.
Over 44. So I'm going to stick with that. Go with the over 45 for this game.
I told you it would go up too.
Yeah. Yep. And I took it.
Good.
So that's yeah.
I'm also taking the over 45.
Fast turf.
Scotty, was there a reasoning behind it or just a gut feel?
Baltimore's defense isn't great despite holding Cincinnati to low points. I think Brian Dable is functioning Daniel Jones well at this point. The Giants held only the Bears to a low amount of points. I guess the Titans too, but the Baltimore Ravens offense is definitely better than both those teams, and I don't think their defense is very good. So I feel like these are both two teams that are primed to put up a lot of points. It kind of reminds me of the Baltimore New England game. I just think that both offenses are primed to put up a lot of points, and their defenses aren't good enough to stop each other.
They're going to trade blows in this game.
You've convinced me enough to ride with it. I'll take over.
What about Nathan's dumbass?
Nathan is taking the Ravens minus 5.5.
Stupid piece of shit.
I had that too. I like that too, though.
All right, next game.
I think the Giants are playing catch up most of the game for sure.
Next
game.
That's
bad news for the Ravens.
Next game in Cleveland, the Browns laying 3, totals 43.5.
What's Nathan have?
New England.
Of course he does.
He has New
He
England
laid plus, what is it?
+3.
Oh, okay. Wow. I know you hate when we do this, but it has moved to 2.5.
Okay. Good for Nathan.
So that is...
I'm with Nathan on New England +3. I just don't think the Browns are...
I am as well.
Who are the Browns to lay 3 right now?
Right.
I mean, everyone's like raving about the Browns, but they also make they also should have won last week against the Chargers, who I also think are kind of like fraudulent. I think the Chargers are in their last year with Brandon Staley, and I love it, thank God. But actually, I don't love it because I think he sucks. But I think the Cleveland Browns, like everyone's like, oh, like if they keep riding this momentum, they're going to be great shape. They're going to be in great shape when Deshaun Watson comes back. But I really just think that they kind of suck.
I kind of think that. How bad does it look now, week 1, that they needed a 60-yard field goal to beat the Panthers? The Panthers might be the worst team in football, and they've also played the Jets, the Steelers, the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
exactly.
they could have lost every game except the Steelers. I bet the Steelers that night the Browns were pretty much in control.
Yeah.
And you know what? We have another element. Bill Belichick loves beating the
Browns, and I love that he hates the Browns.
Which
the Browns, but they always play close. But Bill Belichick always comes out on top. So, New England +3, I feel like is like a great fucking pick for me.
Which makes me with that what you say about Belichick and what he did to the Lions last week, who was a team that couldn't stop hitting overs. Takes me to my bet, which is the Browns team total under 22.5. There's a little juice there at -120.
These team totals been cashing.
I know, right? So,
dude,
especially
cashing
at this prime number of 22.5.
But you're not under 22.5 is bad though, because
why?
Because 22 is a dead number, and
right,
you're going
but
under.
Right, it's over 21. That's what I think is important. If I see something like, look at the Patriots one, it's at 20.5, right? I don't want to get stuck at a point where they score.
Yeah, why is 22 a dead number?
Well, because
like
21.5
and 22 are the
same.
same.
I know, but if you were going over 22.5, you'd be like, okay, I just need the key numbers of 23 and 24.
Right.
That's like if you had under 24.5, that'd be a great bet because 24, 23, 21, 20, you're clear on all
even,
of
like
them.
Browns,
sure, like 24.5 for sure.
Me, it's
but
just
like 22 is the same thing as they score 3 touchdowns. I'm still safe. Same with the Cardinals last week.
That's what I'm saying. If Bill Belichick can't hold this shitty Browns team to 21 points, then I'll just take the L.
Yeah. All right, next game. Tampa laying 8 in Pittsburgh. Totals 45. Scotty.
Someone else go first. No.
All right, I'll go. Going under 45. Obviously, nothing inspirational from the Steelers' offense against a Bills team with backup members in the secondary. A Tampa Bay defense that ranks 2nd against the pass and about 13th against the run. But Najee Harris isn't running the ball well because Steelers have a bad offensive line. The one thing I think that scares me in this is Kenny Pickett giving away points by throwing bad picks. But he's actually been kind of safe with the ball, other than he threw like a Hail Mary interception and he threw a deep ball interception against the Jets. But and also this Tampa offense, if they couldn't put up 30 against Atlanta's defense, I mean, there's something wrong there with. I mean, Tom already came out and said that he's going through some personal shit, and we're like, yeah, no shit, we know. But I think Tampa gets a lead, holds it, doesn't have to do too much to win this game, 27-10.
I don't like that.
All right, to win this game, 24-16.
There you go.
Well, there you go. That's both. I'm taking the under. Total points by the Steelers. 17.5.
See, that's a good number because 18 and 19 are dead. 17's 3.
Right. I 17.5. I think with the Steelers at home and the talent that they do have with the wide receivers, what I do like is, I mean, if you look at the Buccaneers, they could only put up 3 scores against a dog fucking shit Atlanta defense. And if you look at what they've done aside from the Kansas City game, a lot of playing from behind, and maybe some apathy on Kansas City's defensive part because that game was never a risk. They scored 31. If you look at the Atlanta game, they scored 21 points. They scored 12 against the Packers at home. They scored 20 against the Saints,
and they had a pick 6 in the Saints game,
right? And 19 against Dallas. Brady is a far ways away from his performance last year, which leads me to take, I don't care if it's not a key number, I'm taking the under 26.5 team total for Tampa Bay. It's plus money.
I am changing my bet, by the way. I know that's key, but you know what?
Okay.
Shelby, I'm crossfiring you. I'm taking the over 45. I think that this is a key. Like, Pittsburgh's offense has looked so bad. I generally think the same with the Broncos and Russell Wilson. Like, they're going to have to fucking score some points sometime. They're not going to go every week just scoring like 9, 10, 16, 17, 3. Like, Kenny Pickett, whether it be in garbage time, because like, I could easily see this game being like Tampa Bay wins 42 to 21, something stupid like that. And I'm taking the over. I think I think it's time for both teams to put up points. I think both teams have kind of been lacking in that department, and it might be. I think both defenses are kind of worn out in that realm, and like Tampa Bay can probably give up the points once their offense finally figures it out. So I'm gonna take the over.
Next game, it is a travesty. I will never believe any story of how this game isn't Sunday Night Football. But it's Bills at Kansas City. The Bills laying 2.5, totals 54. Scotty, start.
I'm taking Kansas City plus 2.5.
Crossfire.
I like the over 2, but I'm taking Kansas City because I'm not. If I lose by betting Patrick Mahomes spread at home, I'll it's fine. Whatever. I'm taking Kansas City plus 2.5.
Zach.
Sorry, I was looking. I fell down a rabbit hole of this 49ers game. I apologize.
That's okay.
What game did you say we were
Kansas
on? The
City,
Kansas City
Buffalo.
Buffalo, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go with vengeance is nigh here. And seeing how poorly Kansas City did at home in primetime against a terrible Raiders team, I don't care what you tell me, they are awful. I'm gonna take Buffalo -3.
2.5.
2.5, sure.
There's your crossfire, Scotty.
Yeah, there's a crossfire right there.
That's fine.
I'm gonna take Buffalo. Revenge game for Josh Allen. I think all the jokes that have been made ever since that game about a coin toss and all that.
I just think it's like deja vu all over again. It's the 2020 AFC Championship game. The Chiefs beat them. Mm-hmm. They go to Arrowhead last year in the regular season. It's the Bills' Super Bowl. For the Chiefs, it's not. Mm-hmm. And the Bills walk in and dominate. Yeah. And I think, like you said, literally, what's the most played game on NFL Network when they do NFL replay in July when there's nothing going on? It's Bills Chiefs in the playoffs. It's the greatest.
Why aren't the Chiefs favored though? That's the thing. Like,
because the Bills are better. I don't think.
Yeah, but you don't think like last year Andy Reid is thinking about last year when the Bills came into KC and fucking killed them. I know, like he probably thought about it in the playoffs and that it made a difference,
right.
But
I
just feel like Andy Reid's the type of coach to look at that stuff and it's like if the Bills are gonna hit -2.5, we'll know before the first half ends. We'll just know.
Like if the Bills would have beaten the Chiefs and won the Super Bowl or lost it, I wouldn't like this, but. For the Bills, I think it's all in. This is their Super Bowl again to beat the Chiefs. That's how they're drafting. That's how they're molding their team to beat Kansas City, have the speed to face Kansas City. And for the Chiefs, it's just like,
we'll see.
Bills are vulnerable
we'll
though.
see January.
Yeah,
Bills are no longer like like last year it was still like Buffalo is good. I think Buffalo they're the up and coming team. No longer that. Bills have like a target on their back now. Like they are the best team in football. Mm-hmm. But I think that makes them a little bit vulnerable. I mean, they lost the Dolphins. They played another team close. I forget.
Baltimore.
Well, who else did they play?
But yeah, you go to Baltimore and win by 3, and the spread was 3.
Especially after you're getting your ass handed to you in the first half.
No, wasn't there someone else that played them close? I mean,
not the Steelers.
Not the Steelers. Not the Rams.
Not the Steelers.
Good. West Virginia scored.
Who was the other team they beat? There's one more, right? Anyway, whatever. So
now go into Sunday Night Football, a game that's really had me going back and forth. I'd say. Cowboys 6.5-point road dogs in Philly, totals 42. Also, I forgot to mention the Buffalo KC game. Nathan has under 54.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Cool. Zach, you want to start with this one?
No, but I will anyways. No, I'm gonna take. Where did it go? There it is. I think. Yeah. Yep. Nope. I gotta go down here. I am so sorry. Everything is all over the place on this website. I'm gonna take the Eagles. Where did it go? Just had it. -3.5 first half. I don't know if I'm comfortable laying the lumber. Well, it's less than a touchdown. Laying the 6.5 just because I've been fucked with the Eagles before last year with that Eagles Buccaneers game on the other end. So I do like the Eagles in this game. I wouldn't mind putting them in a 6-point teaser. But I do like them to be up by, at least 4 at halftime.
You
Zach,
want
give me a
teasers, I got
crossfire.
teasers.
I'm going to take a crossfire here with Zach. I like
Okay,
plus
then take Cowboys
I like
plus 3.5 first half.
3.5. Yeah, I think 3.5 is a key number for one half. I think this is a divisional game. I think Dallas is riding high, and I'm just gonna, dude. I have to ride it. At this point, I can't bet against them until they fucking scold me. So I'm gonna take their especially momentum wise. I'm gonna take their if they don't cover plus 3.5, no way are they gonna cover plus 6.5 because Cooper Rush is not going to bring them back in this game.
You don't want Dallas at a deficit with Cooper Rush.
No.
Exactly. So I'll take plus 3.5 early instead of taking plus 6.5, which is what I originally had for the game because I don't trust Cooper Rush if after halftime they don't at least keep it close.
Nathan and I both have Dallas plus 6.5. I hated this game just because there are two teams I really want to not bet on. I want to bet against, if anything. Philly's the only undefeated team left.
Right.
Cooper Rush mania. Cowboys defense is getting all the headlines.
These things always end at some point. I mean, it's not even near the level of craziness that was Linsanity, but it gives me similar vibes of this guy is not. If he was going to be the guy who's going to have staying power in the NFL, he probably would have done it by now. I think this might be the perfect combination of game management, mediocrity, and a great defense.
It's Case
and opponents.
These early season storylines, it's not going to surprise me when Dallas is 7-7, week in the Hunt graphic type.
Right.
Broncos will probably sign Cooper Rush for fucking $70 million in the offseason.
All right, bonus and lock time. Start with Nathan. He's taking Green Bay -7 at home against the Jets. So, up to
crossfire in my bonus.
All right.
Nice.
Scotty, you have the Jets plus 7.
I'm taking the Jets plus 7. I already bet it. I think that is. Packers are. I'm gonna ride momentum, and the fucking Packers. I thought that the Packers would, after losing or barely beating the Patriots, would come out with more urgency against the Giants, who aren't that good. Why would I expect that same fucking result against the Jets, who also aren't that good? I mean, they have one less win than the fucking Giants do. So, plus 7, you're gonna give me a whole touchdown against a team that's actually flying high after beating the Dolphins? Yeah, I'll take the Jets.
Who do you guys think is the best first half scoring team in the last 3 weeks?
In the last 3 weeks, the Jets.
No, the Jets are
the Packers.
Middle of the pack. It is Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And who do you guys think is the worst first half team? And it's not even close.
The Steelers?
The Cardinals.
Oh, wow.
So I'm taking Seattle. Seattle first half plus 1.5 against Arizona.
Okay. Throw some real numbers at us there.
Mm-hmm. Zach, your bonus?
My bonus is going to be 49ers -2.5 first half. The Falcons are fucking awful. I think the defense could cover the spread on their own. And the Falcons defense is bad. We know that. So yeah, I mean the 40. I'm high. I'm buying low right now with the 49ers. I mean, the ultimate time to buy low was when they lost to the lowly Broncos, but now
that's when I put in that NFC Championship bet. That's when Trey Lance got hurt.
Said careful.
Zach, piggybacking off yours, my lock is the 49ers -5.5.
There you go.
And all of it has to do with how the 49ers handle East Coast. So they stay at the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia when they play back-to-back on the East Coast. Well, it's out in the middle of nowhere. You get distractions and all that. But since 2019, when they've done that, they've done it 4 times. So they've now, plus the 1 game in Carolina last week. So that's 9 games. In those 9 games, they're 8-1 straight up and 7-2 against the spread. It's why I bet Atlanta when they played in Seattle and won. So they get away from the wife and kids and the honey-do list for a week.
Right.
You're just focused on football that week at the Greenbrier Resort, and that's why I like the 49ers minus 5.5.
Okay.
Also, Atlanta 5-0 against the spread. At some point, that bubble's going to burst. If they were 3-2 against the spread, this spread right now is 7.5, with the way the 49ers, specifically on defense, are playing.
Yeah.
Your lock, Zach.
Yeah, my lock is going to be Bengals Saints under 43. You said it earlier. Bengals unders are, 5-0?
Yeah.
So, I don't care.
By a lot, too.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah. So, I mean, we said it after at the Bengals-Ravens game. We were like, this is an AFC North game right now. Usually you see this with Ravens and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's the
Baltimore
same way I like
Pittsburgh.
49ers because
Yeah.
the Falcons are 5-0.
Yeah.
If there was a time to bet the over in
Yeah.
the Bengals game, it's probably coming up soon. But
Yeah. Not against, I don't think against the Saints, especially with
just put
you
up
know,
like fucking
Andy Dalton coming out.
Buku points though.
Yeah, well, I don't think Taysom Hill's going to be running roughshod over the Bengals defense.
Piggybacking off that, Nathan's lock is the Bengals.
-2.
Minus
Fuck
1.5.
1.5.
He's at me.
Okay.
What's your lock, Scotty?
It's the same.
Okay.
Bengals
Wow.
-2.
You'll get 1.5 just like Nathan did.
Yep. Easily. Bengals are. I can't believe it that it's that low.
Okay.
Wow.
Strong. All right. Let's move into tease and thank you. A little bit of a struggle so far. But we get it all back this week on 2 NFC
Please?
South teams.
Promise.
Start with New Orleans up to +8.
Like it?
Yeah, home team getting 8 points. Good environment. Bengals team that's struggling offensively. I like 8 points there.
Careful.
And then Tampa Bay -2.
Damn right.
Hate doing this on the road, but I mean, if you're gonna give me Brady versus Pickett and 2 points,
Yeah.
it's the same thing with Mahomes. It's
Right.
like if I'm gonna lose with Brady 2 points over Pickett,
Yeah.
I'll take Tampa. All right, there
Yeah.
it is. Tease and thank you, please. All right, Zach's lock of the week of the century, also 1-3 on the year.
1-3?
Jesus.
Last week it was Minnesota, Chicago, first half under.
I should have taken their first half spread.
And I will say, like next week we should do like 2 of each of these, so we make up for the Vegas week where we didn't do
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah. All right, well, going back to the well with the Vikings.
Okay.
I'm going their team total over 23.5 is my lock of the week of the century. I think that the Dolphins defense is going to be on the field a lot because Skylar Thompson, that's not a. I don't think that's a real person. I think they
It's
just.
an author.
I think they just what they did was they
an
just said, "Give us a like they they went to a random name generator and they said, "Give us a name for this fake person that we're going to be wheeling out here on Sunday." And they said, "Sure, put it on a jersey." And then they're pushing him out there. So I think the defense is going to be on the field a lot, which is going to make them tired. Kirk Cousins is.
Careful.
I would say good things about him. I need him to score 24 points. So,
What a fun game.
yeah, I think the defense gets a lot of turnovers as well, which is going to mean points for the Vikings.
Scotty's party parlay. What are you throwing up against the wall here, Scotty?
You guys like away teams? Well, too bad, cocksucker. Here they come. New England Patriots at Cleveland Browns. We're going money line. Plus 118 at the moment. We're taking the Vikings minus 3.5 against the Dolphins.
Love it.
I mean, Skylar Thompson ain't fucking covering.
He's a scarecrow.
And this isn't an away game for Teddy Bridgewater to cover. So we'll get
Like Teddy
we'll get the
Bridgewater.
Vikings
He's
minus
not
3.5.
playing.
Is that actually confirmed?
Yeah,
That's
Teddy
why
Bridgewater's not
Skylar.
playing.
That's why Skylar Thompson is playing.
Spready Bridgewater.
Is he confirmed playing? I thought Teddy Bridgewater was at practice today.
Skylar Thompson is confirmed playing.
Okay.
That's
So
why the Dolphins are plus 3.5 at home.
Easily. Okay, so Buccaneers minus 8 against the Steelers. Steelers continue to. I think this is a down year. Steelers
Laying the
continue to
lumber.
fucking shit.
laying the lumber.
Nothing could go wrong there.
The only home team in the 5-team parlay, the Chiefs plus 3.
No.
And
Okay.
All right, where's
you
our
give
fifth
me
spot?
3 right now. You give me fucking 3 Mahomes at home. I'll take a push if it does, please.
At Holmes.
At home. Okay. The Arizona Cardinals money line against the Seahawks.
Minus 136,
fucking
but
win.
you're throwing it a parlay. Why not? This is plus 2,569. Nice.
69. 25
Even if it
wins
hits,
you
even if it hits,
642.
the betters aren't back even yet.
Yes, they are.
Well, we discussed last week it was 21. It had to be because you were 0-21.
Yeah.
So
So,
now-
$10 wins you 266.
You said
So-
plus 20? 59?
It's 2,569.
2,500.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
2569.
So guys, we're so fucking back if this hits.
Okay.
Sure.
Piper's player prop. It did get off the schneid last week. He won Kenny Pickett longest reception under 33.5. His longest reception was 29.
God, what a fucking loser bet though.
Imagine
okay.
rooting for that.
I would never fucking bet that and be like, watch that garbage game and be like, please Pickett, don't throw for 37 yards.
You have to
fucking
watch that whole
garbage
game. The whole
Yeah,
time
like,
you're
God,
just like,
dude, that would
Kenny
be so-
Pickett,
that would be
please
hell.
don't. Please don't, Kenny Pickett.
That would suck.
Or like a little
Loser
screen
bet.
to Najee Harris, like, tackle him!
Go out of bounds.
His Piper player prop is David Njoku under 4.5 catches. I don't know where he pulled that out of, so it's probably going to win.
Yeah.
It's an under, so it's probably going to win.
Has
Let's
his
be
player
honest.
props ever
My
been
guys in
outside?
Vegas texted me earlier this week.
Has
It's
it-
gone
have his-
up.
Have his player props ever been outside the AFC North? I feel like there's always Steelers and Browns player props.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
one was
probably
Baker
what he does.
Mayfield,
One was
wasn't
Baker
it? But
Mayfield,
that's still
yeah.
kind of
Well,
by
it was against the
extension.
Browns.
Okay, there you
Yeah. It was against the Browns. He had Joe Mixon over rushing attempts one week. Nathan's just an AFC North savant.
go. I don't think Nathan watches any football outside of the AFC
No, he
North.
doesn't watch football at all.
That's true.
He's coaching baseball games on Sunday.
He doesn't even watch football when we're at his house. I think he's just like staring at the ceiling,
playing
dreaming
PSP.
about like the Fourth Reich.
Furious
Jesus
future.
Christ.
Fierce future.
All
Fierce futures.
All right, NFL.com irrational reactions.
Oh no, Scotty has to do it.
I'm not doing shit.
What,
I'm
dude?
sick.
You aren't. No, you're not sick anymore.
I said I'd only do it if we each do a different site. What's so bad about that, Shelby? Because you can't fucking
Yeah.
prepare, you
I think
pussy.
it's kind of. I think it's kind of a
All
fun
right,
idea.
NFL.com, ESPN, and what? NBC?
NBC Sports or
Sports.
Fox Sports.
Shelby doesn't get ESPN or NFL.com. Shelby has to take
I'll
the
do
top
NFL.com.
headlines from NBC Sports.
Shelby should have to do Fox Sports because he's a fucking racist.
Okay.
Yeah, who do you vote for, Shelby?
I'm just kidding.
Thanks for just outing me. Okay, well, NBC Sports might be a no-go because that doesn't list them like
It's
ESPN.
like you gotta go to Fox
I have
Sports.
I see top headlines. I'll do NBC Sports.
No,
Okay.
but it's not NFL only.
Yes,
See what I
it is.
mean?
Oh fuck.
It's like
Yeah,
ALDS
whatever.
shit. And I fuck Lou Gehrig's.
There are latest headlines if you click on NFL though.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got Fox Sports has one as well. It's all you got to scroll down, and there's a
okay.
ton of them. Maybe just do
I see it.
do
All right,
a
I'm on
cutoff.
Fox Sports. All right.
All right, just do like a cutoff. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shine 9.
All right. Well, okay. I'm doing random number generator 1 through 3. 1 is Fox Sports, 2 is ESPN, 3 is NFL.com. Scotty, pick a number 1 through 3.
Is 4 kill yourself? Because I'll pick 4.
Good one, dude.
Thanks. I thought it was all right. 3.
Generate. Fucker. All right. It is 2.
Which one was that?
You got ESPN, Scotty.
Okay.
Zach, 1 or 3. You pick.
Oh, I thought we were all picking like what we did, and then the number generator's picking who goes first. I thought we already decided. You're doing Fox Sports. He's doing whatever he's doing, and I'm doing
That's
NFL.com.
fine. All right, so Scotty got 2, so he's in the middle. So
Okay.
1 or 3, Zach.
1.
It was 1.
Okay, so that means you go first, and he goes in the middle.
And then you go third.
Okay.
You're NFL.com?
Yeah.
All right.
Do 9 of them, because that's how many that are always on NFL.
Okay.
Unless you want to do more.
On NFL.com, I'm on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, there's 9 on there?
Yeah.
Nice. The magic number. Shine 9. Maybe he had a point after all.
Oh, I think I just found out what's worse than Shine 9.
Oh, God. All right, I can't wait. You want me to count you in?
That's fine.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Nick goes into whether NFL teams should utilize more or less analytics. What's right? So, Nick right. What's right? I don't feel like what the weather outside should matter in analytics. Punter Gillen returns from London and practices with Giants. He should have stayed in London because they like football. Bruce Irvin back for another reunion with the Seahawks. Just let me die. Wilkes seeks debut win with Panthers visiting struggling LA Rams. And he has signed Josh Rosen as his quarterback again. Ravens to face Giants and former coordinator Martindale. I once saw his dad working the baggage handler at the Dayton airport.
Father-in-law.
Oh, okay, shit. Jets Wilson ready to face idol Packers Rodgers at Lambeau. His other idol is Rodgers' mom, who Aaron's never talked to. Seahawks Cardinals looking to keep pace in NFC West. In Geno we trust. Timeline of Washington's recent tumultuous situation under Dan Snyder. Don't fuck with me. I can out every owner in the league. Lions hoping healthy running game can help salvage season. Nothing can salvage the dip spit coming off Dan Campbell's mouth at 2 a.m.
I liked your Punter Gillen one, but I think it would have been funny if you done something like practice with Giants. Like they always talk about when they practice with Giants, but nobody talks about when they practice with little people.
All right, so you're up next.
No, Scotty's
Okay, ESPN's Scotty.
9 of them. I'm gonna be counting.
All
Count
right.
them in.
Yeah, I'm here.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sources: Snyder claims dirt on owners. Goodell proposes showers. Giants Gillen back with team after passport issue. It was expired. You had to renew it, go through the mail, it's the whole thing. Broncos QB Wilson, shoulder better every day. My will to live. Broncos country, let's die. McVay says Rams haven't made last offer to OBJ. Second offer, we got Mrs. Vickers chips. If you guys,
Are you eating Miss Vickers chips right now?
no.
Oh.
Adams charged with assault for post-game shove. Good, he belongs in fucking prison with the rest of the Raiders fans. Bulls on facing Tomlin. We don't look at color. Okay.
Careful.
We don't look at color. I am too white to make a joke on that one. Good for them.
Okay, not an ally.
Thumbs up. Injury doesn't worry Rodgers or the pack. If they're injured, then the thumb should be down. Tua throws, but ruled out. QB Thompson to start.
Confirmed.
Bridgewater just lost the starting job to Skylar Thompson because his name alone.
A scarecrow.
Week 6 buzz predicting upsets and more. I'm good.
I liked Bulls on facing Tomlin. We don't look at color. And Scotty's like, I'm too white. So it's like, I definitely look at color.
Like we don't look at color. It's like, well, that makes one of us.
All right, NFL.com, Zach. 3,
All right.
2, 1.
Was engaged in trade talks surrounding Jackson III, hoping to get a Jackson IV in return. McCaffrey trade fits 4 teams that should pursue running back. I think the Ravens could be helped out in that running back room. Top 10 tight ends overall right now. Hawkinson ranks 8th. You know what? I had him at 7. Cowboys Peters. Eagles fans are expletive idiots. Careful. There's a lot of that going around. 8 most disappointing off-season trades / signings. I wish we had known in the offseason that Kyle Fuller's ACL was a pussy.
Facts.
Lawrence will know how good Hurts is after Sunday. We already know how good you are. Rivera licking our chops if a LB or S covers Samuels. I'm licking my chops always, so my LBSs are up. Russell Wilson feeling better after shoulder injection. You better check his mail. Those Broncos quarterbacks really love to be putting whatever into their bodies.
That's
Careful.
fucking too far.
Careful. It's pretty dangerous.
It's spicy. Roundup. Dak limited. Rodgers full go on Thursday. At least he's full go for this because he's never full go for a family reunion.
That'll do it. Real quick, a prop that I bet on for tonight. I wanted your guys' opinion because I'm wondering why it's plus money.
Bet it right now. I don't care what it is.
Okay, it's under the props section. I think it's game props. It was no team to score 3 consecutive times tonight. So no team to score 3 consecutive times without the other.
What are the odds?
Plus 129. So I bet it, and now I'm thinking
Where is it? I don't see it.
So go to straight bets, and then when
Straight bets.
Can you bet it for me?
yeah,
Okay.
and then when NFL props comes up,
Oh yeah, press props. Yeah.
yeah, and you see where it says game markets parlays only.
Yeah.
Hit change market
To
And-
game props.
and hit game props, and then go to
Website's so weird.
I know, and then go to Commanders
Dude,
Bears.
it literally is things are hidden in here. You can find some gems.
And then go to Commanders Bears, and then 6 down it says 3 straight scores by either team. No, plus 120. You want it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm betting it right now.
In a game that's only supposed to have 38 total.
Imagine it starts out, it's 13-0, 3 straight drives, a fucking touchdown and 2 field goals.
I can because I'd lose. I've done plenty of that.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering why that's plus money when a game's only supposed to have 38 points.
Well, of course I know.
Did you bet it?
I'm him.
Yeah, I already bet it.
Oh yeah, we
We'll ride.
this bitch.
We'll ride.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll ride.
I didn't want you to ride. I just wanted some.
Broncos country.
Am I missing something?
Shitty teams. Let's ride.
Yeah. Let's root for
right, chill
fucking
the fuck
ugly shit. All right, is that our show?
It's Thursday night. It's got to be ugly.
so.
It's not Thursday night if it isn't ugly.
I kind of think
It's what I said when I go to the strip club on Thursday night.
I kind of love the over in this game. That's it. That's all I'll say.
You would.
Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.